Welcome back to AskPolymathGeddy, your polymathic source for information, knowledge, and absolute wisdom. We have another question from Sandy in Los Angeles, California. Her question is, you probably don't want to answer this question, and it's okay if you don't, but I will understand. Of course I'll answer it, it's fine. Proceed. How can I forgive someone who has done really bad and hateful things to me and to those I love? I can't seem to let go of the anger and hurt I always feel when it comes to mind. Even though it was in the past, it makes it very hard to totally forgive the person. I know God says forgive, but how? Thanks. Okay, great question, Sandy. And I think that my answer will help you in some way. Perhaps it will help you in great ways. And I think that my answer will help many people because I'm sure many people have this question. It's a question that at some point, pretty much in everyone's life, they'll have it. And I know I've had it myself, and everyone I know to some degree has had it as well. So it's important that we know how to properly forgive and why to forgive and what forgiveness even is. So let me move into this, okay? Here we go. First thing I would do is realize that by you harboring resentment against someone else, you are downgrading the quality of your daily life. You are making your day less pleasurable and more stressful, or bringing it down, basically, because you are focusing on negative thoughts. And these negative thoughts are the people or person that has hurt you or hurt someone you love and what they have done. So one thing I like to do is I like to try to find a way to disassociate myself from the experiences of my own life. Meaning, anything that doesn't serve me to my future, serve me in becoming a better version of myself, I leave that behind. I claim no attachment to it. I don't own that, okay? I don't identify with that. I'm able to cut that off from me and move on. Now, if it's something that is really hurtful, let's say someone harms someone I love and they're weak, I would have them develop the same strength that I have myself. Now, I've had people hurt me in the past. I've had people backstab me. I've had people totally destroy an entire month, years of my life. I've had a lot taken from me, and I haven't really spoken too much about this on video, but I've had a very tumultuous and tragic entire life for the most part, but mostly I would say my childhood was just epically terrible, okay? I didn't really grow up with much love. I grew up with a lot of abuse, a lot of hostility, a lot of neglect. I can go on and on about it. Do I still think about it every day? I'm apart from that now. I have separated myself from it. The only problem I have with it still is that I haven't had the proper opportunities or means of success that were important to me during those years to bring me to a different state so that I would already be there by now. Instead, I have to take the hard road. I'm on my own here. I'm doing everything solo. I don't have the support of family and friends throwing money and convenience upon me so that I can find my way to the top. So when I do get there, it's going to be all a matter of my hard work and diligence and foresight and just perseverance. Absolutely, perseverance goes and goes and goes. All I really have is my endurance, my passion, my focus, my commitment to the goal. So don't let any other person take you away from what your personal goals are. And now I'm going to give you two things that I think you should do that will help you get past this problem. First thing I would do is find the person who did the wrong and tell them what you think about them. You don't have to be all that nice about it either, but try to be somewhat civil. But basically let them know you've done this, this, and this, terrible, awful, and miserable. How dare you do this? It's been affecting me in these ways. I don't like it. I think it's wrong. You know, and if they did some wrong to other people that you love, I suggest you have them go to those people and make amends with them, because that'll give you some peace in your heart too. If someone else you know was hurt, to have the people who did the wrong go to them and do something to make amends to them. That would help you too, wouldn't it? Because after all, it is bringing you down. But if it's something that was done just to you, you have the ability to cut it off. You can say, no matter how wrong that was, I'm not going to let you take my future with it. Okay, my future is still mine. And so I'm moving ahead. So after you speak with them and make amends or do whatever you have to do to just unleash how you feel, to let it just go out there. Maybe you're suppressing it. Maybe years have gone by and you haven't actually said what you really think, what you really feel. Maybe you need to get that out of you. So go to the person who said that, provided it's safe and you're not putting yourself in terminal danger. Go to that person and tell them what you really feel and how it's affected you. Maybe they don't even know. Maybe they don't care. I don't know. They could be completely nonchalant about it. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Or they could be like, wow, I didn't realize I had that effect. I'm sorry. So you have to give yourself the chance to see how they're going to respond to you. So that's why I say go to them and just say it. Now, don't go to them expecting a beautiful result. Don't go to them expecting them to change and to restore your confidence in your favor. Don't do that. What you're doing is you're just going to them to say what you have to say, just to unleash it from yourself, to unload from yourself, so you're not carrying that around with you everywhere. Well, once you're able to do that, you're kind of free from the burden of carrying that around with you, you know, because you've already spoken to the person, you've thrown all your dirt back at them and said, you gave me this, you gave me that, you did this to me, you did that to me, here, take it, it's yours, I don't want it anymore, I'm moving on. Okay, that's what you're really doing. Now if they apologize and they want to make amends, then it's up to you to determine what to do about that. You know, if there could be any peace, I suggest working toward that. If not, then just keep moving forward. But the point is, you're unleashing the burden and the pain and the agony and all the fears and whatever else associated with that, and you're just dropping it at their doorstep, okay? And you're moving on. Whether they make amends with you or not, that's their problem now, not yours. Their problem, you stop worrying about it. You go to them and tell them what the issue is, and then you move on. Next thing you have to do, have goals, personal goals for yourself, things that you look forward to, not just trivialities, not just going to see a movie on Saturday, not just going to some party or some event. Actual goals that make your life meaningful. Now, if you're not able to do what you love full time, do something part-time, 10 hours a week, 5 hours a week, 2 hours a week, whatever. Just have some type of purpose that you're working toward, that you're feeling fulfillment in. So that way, it can take you out of the mindset of feeling like an indigent of war, an indigent of someone else's abuses, okay? Don't make yourself the victim. Make yourself the victor. And the way you do that is by having something positive to look forward to. You know, I always say, yeah, what my family did to me and, you know, everything that I went through in the past, and if it wasn't for the fact that I went through these things, I would have different opportunities, which would have brought me somewhere else. But I don't feel personally pain from it. I've kind of had so much pain that I've been forced to become numb, then I grew new skin, and now I don't really feel the pain of that anymore. I can still feel pain, but I look at things in a different way now. I now understand that I have to give permission to feel the pain of some situation. I have to invest hope and expectation into it in order to be let down. But if I don't have that expectation anymore, there's nothing to hurt me with. You can't hurt me. I already know you're a scumbag. I already know you're a loser. I already know you're an abuser. I already know you're this, you're that. You know what I mean? Once you have an understanding of what people really are, it has nothing to do with you. It's them, okay? It's not the fact that you're the bad person that deserves all this abuse or this horror and this tragic life. It's these people are so damn evil that they don't care about how they take other people down. They don't care about how they treat people. But it doesn't mean you have to accept that for yourself. You have to identify yourself by how other people define you. You don't have to do that. That's why I say drop your baggage at their doorstep, say, here, I'm giving this back to you, goodbye, and then you move forward with your life. But then you have to have some positive goals. If you don't have positive goals for yourself that are going to make your life meaningful, then you have nowhere to go now. You're going to just get bored and go back to what you're used to going to. So you're going to go back and pick that load back up and claim it for yourself again. So you don't want to do that. That load needs to go. You need to go back to whoever gave it to you and give it back and say, sorry, this is all the baggage and crap and hell that you gave me. Take it and shove it. I'm out of here. Now if you want to come and apologize, you can. You can tell me how you feel about it and how you've grown since then and how you're not like that anymore. Maybe I'll forgive you. I might not trust you, but I'll forgive you. Either way, I'm not really thinking about it. I'm moving on. So you have to have actionable steps forward. You have to have a goal for yourself that makes your life meaningful. You have to have meaningful goals. No one lives to pay bills and that's it. Okay, you have to have a purpose. You have to have something you do. It doesn't have to be huge, doesn't have to be world renowned, you don't have to be a millionaire or anything like that. But you have to have goals that are important to you. Maybe your goal is to feed a child every weekend. Maybe your goal is to visit some relatives who are down on their luck or not feeling happy. Give them some company, give them a good laugh. Anything, it doesn't have to even cost you money. Just something that gives you value and gives you purpose. Because as long as you have something positive to look forward to, you're not going to have something to look back to. You see what I'm saying? People who keep looking back are people who are afraid of where they are and are afraid of their prospects for the future. So focus on the future. Drop your baggage at the door, ring the bell and run. Okay? Don't even worry about them. The people who did these bad things, they have what's coming to them. You focus on yourself, but make sure in order to relinquish yourself from the burden of carrying this, you go to them, tell them everything that's bothering you, everything that they've done, drop it at their door. You determine how you're going to do that. You could literally go to their house, or you can email them, call them, whatever way you want to communicate with them, whatever way you think is best. You determine that for yourself. Give them the problem, go the other way. If they want to catch up with you, they have to do it now on your terms. You set the terms. They did the wrong, now you set the terms. If they really want to make amends, they will abide by your terms. They will show you that they are willing to work to gain back your trust in them. If they're not willing to, then it's not your problem. Like I said, when you drop that baggage off, you're doing it without expectation. You're not expecting them to become a new person now. You're expecting them to probably be about what they used to be, except now they can't affect you because you moved on. So that's the main idea. You want to move on. So have goals and move toward those goals. Live for those goals. Surround yourself with people who aren't like the people you're running from. Surround yourself with people who are positive, who also have goals, who like encouraging you as you encourage them, and everyone's better off for it. So I hope that answers your question. I appreciate your question. It was a good one. And I will be answering more shortly. For everyone else, send your questions to AskPolymathGeddy at gmail.com. Your name, your location, and your question in a brief paragraph, and I will be able to look them over and answer them. First come, first serve. Find me on Instagram, PolymathG. Find me on Facebook, Geddy Friedman, Polymath and Renaissance Man. You can find me on Twitter. I might be on there once in a while. I don't really care about Twitter. I think it's annoying, but I'm on there sometimes. So yeah, that's about it. So thank you very much for your question. I hope this was able to help you and anyone else that has the same issue. If you do know someone that has this issue, please pass this video on. Please like and subscribe. I need to see some numbers here on my channel. Please do comment the video and just post it on your Facebook until people start interacting. Post it on other people's Facebooks. Get them involved. Post it in a group. You know what I mean? Do something to help move this channel along, because I'm really trying to help people here. But I'm doing a lot of work for free, and I'm not seeing anyone else even really carry the burden with me of it. So it is a collaborative effort here. You send me the questions, I'll answer it, and now we're both going to circulate this information because I think it can help. And if you think it can help, then please do circulate the information with me. So thank you very much for your question once again, and I'll be back shortly.